New releases, new announcements, and some new leaks. Meaning, we've got opinions. Let's go. Hello fellow doll lovers, Barbie Nation here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning into another video with me today. My name is Arjen, aka Barbie Nation, and what I do is I collect dolls, I play with dolls, I talk about dolls, and every now and then I give them a super cute makeover. So if you're into anything cute, sweet, and petite, definitely subscribe to my channel to get some lovely pastel glitters on your feed. Now let's get into this doll talk today. Here we go. So I am back from a little holiday. I went away for 2 weeks out in the sun and it was lovely. I am back, I am refreshed and ready to give you guys some new doll content. Starting off, of course, with some doll talk because there has been enough releases, announcements, leaks, and whatever that I need to talk to you guys about. And there have also been some things that I missed along the way, so enough to catch up with your auntie Arjen. Now, it has been a slow pace for Barbie this year. Am I right? I think like the most iconic drops still need to happen for this year. Of course, we had our fair share of Odile girls and some cute playline girlies, and yeah, other than that, I feel like Barbie is in a slow pace this year. Yeah, and in general, I feel like there's a shift in the doll world, and I gotta say, but I will be returning back to that topic in a bit. I feel like Bratz is really coming back and taking over. Yeah. That's a little cliffhanger for you. Okay, let's hit it. Of course, let's start off with this Barbie twinning looks. Adorable. I'm really in love with this new series, new line. It is a Barbie or Malibu, and I don't know if the other girls have names as well, but it's definitely a Teresa, a Christy, and a Renee. Maybe, or it's not a Brooklyn because she doesn't have the Brooklyn face, or it's just, you know, one of those lines where they just don't have names. But anyway, super cute. I am loving this whole, you know, twinning moment with the pet thing. You know, Barbie just freaking loves her pets, so at this point we just gotta accept that playline dolls always come with a little pet. And as a dog mom myself, of course, this resonates with me very much, especially Malibu's look, because my dog is kind of like the same as this little Poochie. So I'm really excited about her. I love this gingham two-piece outfit with the ribbons, you know, the super Barbiecore pink. It is all we want from Barbie. And the Teresa gal, kind of like the French girl with that, you know, the beret, the polka dot dress. I think it's also really cute. And I wonder, is this a tall body? Yeah, it seems like she's tall. That's interesting. Love her little doggy too with that super mini purse around her waist. It's so cute. To be honest, I think, yeah, the black girl really got the least fun outfit. I mean, look at all the other girls, and then she has this two-piece with the stripes, and they, no, they could have gone way cuter with her, and they did her so wrong. Yeah. Love her little Poochie as well. Very adorable. And the Renee, she is very cute. With her outfit as well. I think she's actually a petite, if I'm looking at her correctly. Fun. I love to see this kind of diversity in a Barbie series and line. That's so fun. That Christy girl, she really No, she deserves a redemption for that look. And of course, this reminds us of the iconic 1999 Glam and Groom Barbie line, where they also had dogs that they could, you know, brush, give a cute look to match with the doll that you were getting with the dog. You know, this line was peak Barbie, you guys. Look at the outfits, the difference in materials, the accessories, the hair on the dogs. It was everything. I think this is really one of my favorite early Y2K. I know it's 1999, but this is serving early Y2K for me. Really one of my faves of the era. And the Teresa, especially with that kind of like Chanel inspired two-piece and the ribbons. I actually have Barbie and Teresa and still need to get the Christie to complete this series. But it's definitely an iconic one and a must-have for your Barbie collection, right? I mean, and that Barbie though, she is gorgeous, and I would love to get, you know, one out of the box because this is such a pretty Barbie, but there are a lot of crazy wonky versions of her out there. So if you're looking for her on eBay or any place to get her and to add her to your collection, look closely at her face screening or ask the seller for close-ups of her face because there are a lot of wonky ones around. I don't know why actually all of a sudden this particular Barbie got this kind of like weird wonky screening, but yeah, just a little tip from your auntie Arjen. Check out those screenings of this Barbie. Yeah. But Glam and Groom 1999, wow, yeah. Twinning looks takes us back. Okay, next up is the Styled by Kits Super Studios. Ken? Yeah, let me just say, you either love this or you either really hate this. And you know, this is also really not my aesthetic. It's this super hipster Ken. So there are a couple of style choices that just really do not resonate with me. First of all, his face. This really is like the Ken from Barbie the movie and the Barbie the movie dolls for me. So this Ken face is really playline for me, and there's nothing wrong with playline, but this is kind of like, you know, a collector doll, so yeah. Then second, the crazy clown hair. You know, it's fun, it's super fun to see Ken in these different kind of like alterations and different, you know, hairstyles and all, but I just, you know, with the hat, yeah. It's making me laugh, which is of course a good thing, but not in that way of a good way, if you know what I mean. It's, yeah. What I do like is the craftsmanship of the coat, because that is a really cool and awesome coat with the classic like 1960s or 1959 Ken and Barbie artwork. No, that cannot be 1959 because Ken was released in 61. So this is 60s Barbie and Ken artwork on that jacket. Super awesome. The pants, I see how the pants work, but then, you know, the birds, yeah. The shoes, this is a copy or a recycled shoe from the BMR 1959. Yeah. I get it. I get the choice for the shoes, but all in all, this just feels like really randomly put together, and maybe that's just the style of the designer. It's just not for me. Not for me. Yeah. There are just way too many style choices that just doesn't vibe with my own aesthetic. Yeah. And I hate to be kind of like, you know, really burning it all down, because there has been time, effort, and there must be some kind of like level of designing intelligence behind this, but you know, I just don't see it. Yeah. And what is actually even more baffling to me with this release is that he's not even available like everywhere. Like every doll of Mattel Creations you can order worldwide, but only this particular Ken can only be shipped to US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. So freaking random. Why? The only question here is like, why? Like they want him to be like super limited and then also, you know, throw this challenge at you where it's even limited at where you can get the doll. I don't know. It is too weird for words. So if you actually do like this Ken doll, you could not even get him. You know, I'm relieved that it's just for this particular Ken doll. I mean, if it was a doll that I would really want and I would really want to spend my money on, I could not even... Yeah, okay. Enough doll ranting. Let's head on over to the next. Next up, we have the new Doctor Who dolls. Ruby Sunday and the 15th Doctor. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, I think these are really great dolls. Super cute. I love the Daisy screening on the petite girl, and I think this is actually the first petite girl with kind of like a Malibu tan. Love that Daisy screening on her paired with the blonde hair. I love her outfit actually. That coat is so cute, and overall her whole look is very adorable. The Ken, he's so awesome. Look at his shoes and his coat. Barbie is all about coats this year. Yeah, I think this Ken really looks super cool. Of course, it would have been much more fun if he would also have a made-to-move body, but he doesn't. Unlike the petite girl who does come with a made-to-move body, the Ken doll does not. But he looks great. Does he look like really like the actor? I don't really think so. But it's okay. It is okay. They both retail for $55, so I think if you're in the US, that's a great price. Of course, if you're in Europe, you have to pay a little more for these dolls, so I don't really think if they're worth that kind of money, but fun dolls nonetheless. So next up, the third Barbie fashion model collection doll. Wow, she is called Petticoat Perfection, and she's the third in this whole new Barbie fashion model collection universe. As you can imagine, I'm obsessed with her dress. Like, really, like, obsessed. What kind of color is this? Is this mint? I want to call it mint, but I think it's even lighter than mint. The ribbons, the petticoat kind of moment there, it is just very cute. I love her makeup. One point of critique, it seems like when Barbie does curls these days, this is the hairstyle it constantly does. It's always that sleek, you know, in the front and on top, and then the poofiness of the curls. It's always this hairstyle. I would have loved to see, like, you know, little curls in the front, or maybe like some curly bangs. I don't know, but change it up a little. I'm very tempted to get her out of the box and maybe do some things with her. Loving the shoes. All in all, thank the Lords for the return of Barbie fashion model collection. And what I also really love are these pictures, these promotional stage pictures for these Silkstones. Because I always love that they use like different Silkstone dolls, and this again with this whole runway presentation, it is gorgeous. I love it. And you know what I like to do? I like to do spot the Silkstone. So let's do that, because we need to see some cute Silkstones out there. So the first one here, We have obviously the sapphire girl in the back who's, you know, walking behind her to also get her moment on the runway. But then let's check out the back a little from what I can see. If you spot any that I do not name, please comment down below and spot with me. But the first thing I see is that ginger girl in the back, who I know was a convention exclusive, I think from the Paris doll convention or something, or the Paris fashion doll show something. I don't know again which year this was exactly. I want to say 2016 or 17, but I'm not quite sure. And there's also actually a strawberry version of her, which was the convention doll for Japan. Yeah, I don't know if many people know this, but there's a slight, only like a slight difference. So you have the Paris one and then you have the Japan one, and Paris is like fiery red and then the Japan one is kind of like strawberry. Yeah, so I immediately recognize her. And then I also think I'm seeing, but I'm not quite sure, maybe John Franco Silkstone Ken, maybe? And I want to say the cocktail dress beauty there in the back with the platinum hair. Of course, Buckley Beauty there in the front, and the girl next to her, she also seems like a classic black dress Silkstone girl, but I'm not quite sure which one she is. She's beautiful though, yeah. And then far off in the back, I'm also spotting evening gown. She is so gorgeous. She is so gorgeous. She is a Silkstone from 2012, and that dress is just to die for. I mean, from her earrings down to like that sheer mermaid gown-ish shape that she has, the really soft coloring, the pink, the pearl, it is just, oh, the fabrics, the silk, the lace. I mean, this is just Barbie heaven to me. Okay, so the next picture here, we see, what do we see? Oh, we see that Barbie fashion model collection girl in the back behind the sapphire girl. The second one, I don't know what her exact name is, but she was the second Silkstone from, I think, was she released this year or by the end of 2024? I'm not sure. But yeah, the girl with the scrunchie on top. And I also see the tweed suit girl. So the black and white tweed suit from, I think, 2017. Yeah. She's also a posable Silkstone, and she is, I don't know, I just love her vibe so much. She's slightly serving like Cruella de Vil. Yeah, she's just very chic. Very, very Paris haute couture shopping gal. Yeah. Now, I think also in the back, I see a Taylor Tuxedo Ken. He's also really awesome. I mean, the Silkstone Ken dolls with their elaborate like suits and details, they're so pretty. I love that he even has this beauty mark on his face. And I mean, a good tuxedo suit for Ken is just, you know, we all need that one Ken in our collection, right? I mean, if you're more of a Barbie collector like myself, you just want that one Ken, you know, that ultimate Prince Ken in a tailored tuxedo. Yeah. And I think I'm also seeing a, what is her name? A Toujours Couture girl from 2008. Really small in the back, and I think behind her is a Madman Silkstone Ken. But that Toujours Couture girl, now she is a forgotten gem. She is super, super Chanel. And look at her suit. She has that classic Silkstone posed body and the purse. It is just Chanel from head to toe. Gorgelina. 2008. Yeah, that was a good Barbie year. I keep saying that. I think about 2008, 2007. Those were some awesome Barbie years. Yeah. Okay, and then the last one, let's see if we can spot any others. Oh, it seems like the black and white tweed suit girl jumped over to the other side now of the runway. And I think the girl in the front with a brunette ponytail, she was also a convention classic black dress girl. I think she was an exclusive from the Italian doll convention, and I think there are only only like 200 of her out there. See, that's just so interesting about these, you know, Silkstone promotional pictures with like the girlies in the back, especially like a runway setting like this one. You always spot like the craziest and actually the rarest of Silkstones in the, you know, in the mix. I just really wonder, like, if you would do a photo shoot like this as a photographer for Barbie, I don't know how this all works, but is there like this magical closet of dolls and Silkstone like that you could use to fill up the space and the setting? I mean, I would just die to be a part of a photo shoot like this. I mean, maybe I should do this more often with some other promotional Silkstone gals. The city chic girl is really like peeking at the back of that last picture behind the Ken with the hat, which I don't know who he is. But it's like really tiny, but she's there, the city chic girl. Gorge, yeah. What a bunch of beauties. So that was Spot the Silkstone. And of course we have to talk about this Allan drop. How cute. So this is apparently a new series called Barbie Family and Friends. So I am excited to see who they're all going to pick for these series. So Allan is dressed in his signature first look with that shirt with the stripes and all the colors, the blue shorts. I mean, it's a really cute, fun, and updated version of him. I am in love. What is it about Allan that makes us fall in love with him? Maybe the movie also helped because he was so adorable in that movie, but very cute. All I can say is very good. I love his face. Maybe just because of the movie, he just gained so much popularity. I think that's it, but it's a really fun choice. And I wonder who we are all going to see in this Family and Friends series. Are they also going to do like classic modernized versions of the whole gang? Like bring back Whitney or bring back, you know, Francie, Christy, who else did we get? Kira, like OG Kira. Bring back some OG friends and family. That would be cute. Now next up, yeah, we gotta, you know, go down a Bratz road for a bit because I cannot deny that these Bratz girlies are tempting me. They are tempting me. So this is a new wave called Style and Bratz. Look at Jasmine. How freaking cute. I love, love, love a good preppy look, and Jasmine is serving preppy couture. And I think it's just very cute. And then the Y2K explosion on Chloe, I think is very cute. I think Sasha could get a much cuter look. She's kind of like the sporty gal of this lineup. But to me, she's the most boring in terms of her outfit. And then Jade. Wow, Jade is kind of like this art gallery, fashion designer type girl. I love it. 90s grunge is also what she's giving me. Yeah. So I cannot deny that they're, in terms of like styling and really like designing their dolls. This is fashion for dolls. Yeah, so I mean they are killing it. Like this scorching Bratz wave, like wow. I mean, I saw these and I was like, whoa. It's not even my pastel aesthetic, but I was just really impressed with the styling of this series. It's also really tempting to just, you know, get them all because they look awesome together. I cannot deny that. So it has been hard to resist the temptation of getting some Bratz girlies. Let me just say that. And then they also are dropping like these collector editions. I mean, this is a jade one. Wow. Like, look at that dress with the material, the lacing, those shoes, the hair. Wow. I was just freakingly stunned. Yeah. And I think there's also a Bratz fashion fairy line coming out, so I'm really interested to see how that will gonna look on these girls, because maybe that would be more kind of like my aesthetic to collect. But I think I will not be able to resist the temptation of getting myself a Bratz girly this year. Yeah. Okay, on to another Barbie and Ken pairing to celebrate Mattel's 80th anniversary. So we also saw kind of like a pack like this with the Rollerblade Barbie and Ken, which was more of a celebration of 65 years of Barbie. But this is to celebrate 80 years of Mattel. I don't know why they would choose Fashion Jeans Barbie and Ken for the 80th anniversary of Mattel. Apparently they were a very iconic duo in the history of their toy making career. But that does reintroduce us to 1981's Fashion Jeans Barbie and Ken. I mean, look at those two. It doesn't get any more 80s than these two. Well, I think they're serving more 70s actually than 80s to me. But I think these two are, I love them. I love Barbie's like fuzzy shirt. And I love Ken's like, you know, exposing bust polo shirt. What is it? It is just very that age. So in terms of like the new versions of them, they are cute, I think, but they're probably way overpriced because they're trying to ride the nostalgia train with this one. And get, you know, kind of like 80s parents to, you know, look at this and think, oh, I had this when I was young and I want to get this for my kid now. The nostalgia train. Yeah. But what would I pay for this? Okay, question to you guys. What would you pay for the Barbie Fashion Jeans set? Because I think this is probably going to be like 30 or something, which I absolutely do not think is worth it. But if this would be priced down at like 20 maybe, I think I would get it. Because Ken's outfit is really cute. And I might even want to get that outfit for my mini-me. Yeah. So what do you think? Fashion Jeans, Barbie and Ken, what are they serving? Next up, we also have the Anna Sui Inspiring Women release. Now, aesthetically, not my jam, but I do think she's a fun role model and I think she looks cool. I think cool is the right term for this doll. And, you know, any kind of inspiring women or, you know, inspiring doll is... it's just a great addition to the Barbie universe for me. So, and especially in terms of diversity and showing kids that if you dream it, you can be it. No matter size, age, color, you know, you can do whatever the hell you want. Don't let anyone stop you. I mean, that is just, I value that very much. So I really see that in these dolls and also in this Anasui doll. So let me know, what do you think of this girl? Did you get her? I think she's still available at Mattel Creations for around 30. Let me check that. 35. What? What? This sudden Barbie Extra drop. Yeah, it's not actually a drop because she is unreleased. So some people actually found her, I think in Indonesia, where she was made in factories. And she has never been released, but they probably were stuck with this inventory. So they just let people buy them from the factory, maybe? I don't know how this all happens, but like, let her be one of like the coolest Barbie Extra releases and she does not get like a massive release. How? Now that is just evil, because she is serving a very gorgeous face. I'm loving the hair. That jacket is, it's serving Y2K and I'm living for it. The butterfly top, the kind of like disco flared pants. Why? Why did we not get a chance to get her? That's so evil. And this really makes me want to, you know, pray for a comeback for Barbie Extra, because I just love that they were so extra. They were just crazy all around with their accessories, and you know, it gave the Barbie designers kind of like a free pass to go all out with crazy ideas. That's what I really loved seeing translated onto these Barbie Extra dolls. They literally could rock any crazy thing because they were Barbie Extra. And yeah, now it feels like Barbie just doesn't have that outlet anymore, you know. I know these were kind of like the equivalent to LOL Surprise, the OMG girls, but once they kind of like died down, they also kind of stopped with Barbie Extra. But Barbie Extra was a fun train. We all loved to ride that Barbie Extra train, Mattel. Why did you have to pull the plug on them? We want them back. Even when the pictures dropped of her, people were all like, oh, is Barbie Extra back? Everyone was so excited, and then we learned that she was just an unreleased Barbie Extra doll. Yeah. Okay, on to some leaks and some rumors. Now, this is a sneak preview from Mattel Creations website, and if you're a Club 59 member, you could read all about it. But of course, we as club members, we are spreading the news for you. So this is probably a new Ken Kouture doll. Now, I did not expect to see Ken Kouture return, honestly. But apparently, this is a yearly release. So last year was a release, and this year is a release. There are these Barbie lines that do like a yearly release. And apparently Ken Kouture is one of those kind of releases. Interesting. I love his necklace. I love that he has facial hair, and it's probably like a raincoat. I am intrigued very much by this new Ken Kouture doll. I cannot wait to see his final look. I think we have to wait until like June 2nd. What was it? June 2nd is his official release, but he's looking very interesting. So his necklace is kind of like a key on it. Also appears like he has this blue kind of like ombre blazer underneath with a woolen shirt and a very cool bracelet and a white shoulder bag. I mean, there are a lot of cute accessories to look out for with this doll. Barbie Ken Kouture doll number 2 coming June 2nd. And this leak, you guys, I went cuckoo crazy over it. She-Ra, Princess of Power. There is a Barbie of She-Ra coming out. Okay, I had to hold myself together for this one, because when I saw this, I was like, Oh my gosh. And it seems like she is like the OG She-Ra with the boots, the red cape, the sword, the headpiece. I can see it in that whole silhouette. I am so excited. Yeah, She-Ra was a all-time hero in my childhood. I was always playing with my brother and his He-Man collection dolls, and then She-Ra came around. I went wild. So I really could not wait to kick my brother's ass, He-Man's figures with my She-Ras. I loved it so much. And remember back in the day, I think it was 2016, San Diego Comic-Con and PowerCon 2019, there were these She-Ra doll-like releases. Ugh. These dolls were so gorgeous and they are so pretty. And I don't think the Barbie will get the quality that these girls got back in the day, but nonetheless, I am really excited to see a Barbie She-Ra. And please let them do like the whole universe, like Catra, Glimmer, Mermista, all of those fabulous ladies. Yeah, because I was also hoping when they did like the San Diego Comic-Con 2016 She-Ra with that whole gray skull castle thing in her crazy box. It was so elaborate. It had also the Princess Adora fashion. I was so hoping and praying they would do like the others, like Glimmer, Mermista, and everyone. And I actually saw prototype versions of those dolls, but they never saw the light of day. Oh my gosh, I just love that. Is like, for me, that is like the roots of magical girl fantasy. Yeah. So when I saw this picture of this Barbie release of She-Ra, I was like, oh, childhood dream come true. Yeah. So we haven't seen any further details or looks or whatever. Don't know when she will come out. I think this is actually the 40th anniversary of She-Ra this year. The She-Ra animated series debuted in 1985. So this is officially her 40th anniversary. So she must come out this year to, you know, honor that anniversary of her. So that's my only take, that she will be released this year. But when? That I don't know. Let's hope we get to see some in real life promotional pictures really soon. And another leak that we also got to see was this kind of like disco-ish silhouette, and it does have Barbie the movie, the logo on the box. So best guess, this is the president doll in her disco outfit. By the judge of that silhouette, the hair, the logo, this has to be like partying President Barbie. Super fun to see another addition to Barbie the movie, the collection of the dolls. I mean, this year in September, we're also getting that fireplace set with the Ken and Barbie. We also know that there is a version with the jumpsuit of Ken, the car driving beret Barbie, that whole look. So there's actually some other additions to the Barbie the movie dolls, which we can also be very excited for. I cannot wait to see some promotional drops for these dolls. 2025, slow pace, but we're getting there. So these were all the dolls I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and let me know what you are most excited for. Are you excited for She-Ra? Are you excited for any other dolls that we just talked about? For one, I am really, really excited for the She-Ra doll. Cannot wait to see promotional pictures for her. And of course, also for the Silkstone doll. Really, really love her. I saw that she only will probably be shipping in like October. So we have to wait like a really long while for her. But yes, she will be a very fun addition to my ever-growing Silkstone collection. And I think she's also probably gonna be like the last Silkstone release for this year. If she's only due to like shipping in October, I doubt that they will announce another Silkstone for this year. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for having this talk with me. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified about any new videos that I upload. You can also follow me on Instagram at Barbie Nation. That's usually where I post all of my updates. And until the next video, mwah, big kisses from me, and I love you all.